I'm Jim McCoy. I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and have lived in Miami for over 40 years now. I originally started running my family business at an early age, which was in the contracting realm, and grew it sixfold and realized I had a knack for running businesses. I eventually ended up, for the last couple decades, in real estate. I ran several offices for global brands in Miami, but at heart, I loved brokerage and putting deals together. I was born into a family with very young parents. My dad was unfortunately an alcoholic, and my mother had her own wounds and circumstances in her life, and so she struggled with anger issues. As a result of all that turbulence, my parents actually married each other because my mom was pregnant with me, and then divorced each other because things weren't going so well. And then for the sake of the children, they remarried each other, and then realizing that wasn't enough to hold the marriage together, divorced each other again. So I had to kind of live through all of that. And at the age of 12, after the second divorce, my dad moved to Miami, and I was left in St. Louis for 3-4 years that were very difficult years. Those were the years where my identity was shaped, and a lot of the messaging that I received back then stuck with me for a great long time. The turbulence in my life was so great that there were actually a couple suicides at different periods of time in my life that I had to deal with. So I started asking questions that most people wouldn't ask at such a young age, and started pursuing answers when I was in my late teens and early 20s, and that sent me on an entire journey of really seeking out what was healthy behavior, how do you live a good, healthy life, what are the decisions you make to be happy, how do you have intimacy in your relationships. And one thing after another, I was a part of several men's groups, and then I was facilitating the groups. And by my late 20s, I was leading several men's groups and mentoring men, and it just became a passion of mine. Then early in my 30s, I met a man by the name of Alan Morris. He was a man of deep faith, and he was a man on a journey as well of self-exploration and understanding. And through those years, I was interacting with him off and on, and noticed that there was change going on in his life as he was experiencing a men's group and doing some personal exploration that was deeply impacting him. And I became very curious about it. And then about 10 years ago, I was invited into the formation of a new group, and it was an all-in group. And for the last 10 years, I've been meeting with a group of men that we meet monthly and experience 2 retreats a year. And it's something that I have not experienced anywhere else in my journey, to actually do the work that allows you to experience the freedom and the joy and the passion. The all-in journey has been something that I'm deeply grateful for, that I appreciate immensely. It has transformed my life, and I've watched it powerfully transform other men's lives. And just the opportunity to start sharing this and opening up what we have to offer to others, very exciting. And I look forward to allowing other men to experience everything that I've had the opportunity to experience.